Welcome to the 2023 Externship Culmination Ceremony. We're so excited to have you here to celebrate all of our externs who have been putting in the work for the last 4 months with our program. We're really excited to have you here and to showcase all of the work that our externs have completed. And before we get started with our presentation, we wanted to show you a quick video featuring our 2023 cohort, so you can meet and get to know some of the externs a bit.
As an AMA SF extern, I was able to serve as a marketing consultant for Juma Ventures with a team of 2 other externs.
We were tasked with helping the business overcome some of the challenges that they were facing related to marketing and strategy.
We conducted extensive competitive research and created target personas to develop a cross-channel growth marketing strategy with an organic and paid social media campaign, along with planning and creating content.
As an AMA extern, I had the opportunity to participate in hands-on marketing projects in the areas of social media marketing, website design and copywriting, and brand development, while supporting a local Bay Area business in their marketing efforts.
As an extern, I've had the opportunity to connect and learn from marketing professionals and like-minded peers, all while growing my own skill sets and aiding a local small business to achieve their marketing goals.
I was able to gain hard skills, soft skills, interpersonal skills from working directly with some of the people from the marketing department at Juma, and also gain really valuable friendships along the way. And I'm grateful.
As an extern, I learned about social media strategy, content creation, how to apply my marketing knowledge to a real-world project.
Explore all sorts of things from advertising to copywriting to content and the constant check-ins that it takes.
The experience in this program has been amazing. We had all of the help and resources that we needed through AMA.
I'm super grateful for the entire Externship Academy program.
Thank you, AMA, for the opportunity.
So that's our 2023 cohort. We wanted you to take a moment to get to know them a little bit. And Kushi and I and the whole AMA team were so proud of the work and the accomplishments that they've had throughout this program and how they've grown as young marketers. So we're really excited to kick it off and get started with our ceremony.
Elizabeth, your screen is frozen on my end.
One sec.
Perfect. I see it now.
Now.
Cool. Again, welcome everyone. That was just a quick snippet of our amazing, lovely externs who were sharing their experience with the program. We're super thankful for them. They're a huge part of this process and making this all happen. So thank you all. And just to kind of go over what the Externship Academy is about, I'm sure some of you may be asking that. So the goal of the program was to provide opportunities for those that wanted real life, hands-on experience in all things marketing. It's an experience to talk about in your future interviews, something to attach to your resume, and most importantly, something to further your skill set. This year in particular, the 10-week program featured 3 teams of a handful of externs dedicated to a business in the Bay Area. They acted as marketing consultants and collaborated to bring their projects to life.
Since we started this program in 2022, we have now hosted our second cohort, and this group of externs has been able to support 7 Bay Area-based small businesses across a variety of industries, including healthcare, nonprofits, dance companies, health businesses, and support them across their marketing needs and building their marketing assets. This virtual program has hosted 21 externs all across the state of California, with people in the greater San Francisco Bay Area, as well as Los Angeles and San Diego. And this experience has also allowed them to connect with the greater AMA San Francisco community and larger AMA national community as they become members as a part of this externship experience. And we're excited for them to be able to add this to their resume and have it be a part of their growth as young marketers.
And as Elizabeth said, growing as an individual and as a marketer is super important for us. So something that we decided to introduce this year was the Skills Academy series. Since learning and development is key to this program, we provided our community with 4 workshops that featured industry experts. These workshops included topics such as digital marketing, branding, paid media, and website redesign. All of these are available on our website at amasf.org. We were truly amazed with the engagement in these workshops from every one of you, and incredible knowledge was shared through the workshops. So we're super happy that we were able to provide this to the externs this year.
And all of these are available on demand. So in case you missed one of the workshops and you're interested in learning, check out amasf.org to watch one of them. So we wanted to take a moment to briefly explain the difference between an extern and an intern, since our program is called the Externship Academy. And we think that this program is a bit unique in comparison to some of the internship programs out there. So an intern is traditionally an individual who's hired internally to work within an organization. Their hours are tracked and an I-9 must be completed, and they're typically working within a type of corporation or nonprofit and working directly with one manager. Versus an extern is an individual who volunteers or is hired externally to complete one or several projects for an organization. So in a sense, they act as a consultant, so their hours aren't tracked and no legal documents are required. And this creates an exciting opportunity to support international students and those that are struggling to find work opportunity and level out the playing field and create more opportunities. So that's a little bit about the Externship Academy and that difference.
Awesome. Now we can get into the externs. This is our 2023 cohort for the Externship Academy this year. All 10 of these individuals come from very diverse backgrounds. Some are based in different cities across California. Some currently are students, and some are even newly graduates. Each and every one of you did a wonderful job, and we're so proud and we're super excited to see you all present today. Lastly, I want to thank our 2023 sponsors. These are the 3 small businesses that we worked with this year. We have Los Altos Acupuncture Clinic, Already Dance Center, and Juma.
So for our presentations, our order will be accordingly. So we'll have each group of externs present for about 10 minutes, followed up with an opportunity for the audience to ask questions. You can also drop the questions in the chat as they present, and we can get to those at the end of the presentation. So in just a moment, we'll go ahead and get started with Los Altos Women's Acupuncture Clinic, and we'll ask Kelly to speak and share a few words about her business and her experience working with the externs and the AMA program. But before we get started, since this is a big celebration, we want to take a moment to ask you to turn your camera on so we can take a group picture so that we can share it on our website and commemorate this moment. Okay, is everybody ready? Smile, 3, 2, 1. One more. Everyone looks great. Okay, thank you so much. So we're gonna go ahead and have Kelly share a few words, followed by her extern group.
Sorry, yeah. Can you hear me? Oh,
Yes.
what happened? Okay, so I'm so glad to have you guys have given me this good opportunity. So my clinic used to focus on women's health, offering acupuncture and personalized prescriptions specifically for women. However, with the help of AMA SF and your talented interns, Amanda, Elizabeth, Jason, and Melina, we expand our service to all the people together. So we improved our website and the digital marketing strategies, attracting a broader audience interested in our specialized treatments. The interns were professional, responsive, and adaptable throughout the corporations. Thanks to our partnership, our online presence has grown, and we now service a diverse range of patients. We're truly grateful to AMASF and the interns for their valuable contributions. And we look forward to continued success in providing healthcare to everyone. Thanks all.
Thank you, Kelly. Awesome. Take it away, team.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for taking the time to be here with us today. We're Kelly's clinic, formerly known as Los Altos Women's Acupuncture Clinic. Today, we'll be walking you through our project, beginning with an introduction into ourselves, our hosts, and a bit about the business. We will then be diving into an outline of the projects assigned to us, followed by the steps and results we used in tackling these projects. This will be accompanied by our recommendations for the business moving forward, in which we will conclude by reflecting on our experience at the Externship Academy and highlighting the skills we've gained from our time here. We'd like to give a special thank you to Elizabeth and Kushi for mentoring us through the process, and a warm appreciation to Kelly for hosting our team and sharing her knowledge with us along the way.
Next, each member of our team is going to take a few seconds to introduce ourselves. My name is Mary Claire Gassman. I'm originally from Redding, California, and I currently live in San Diego, where I graduated cum laude from the University of San Diego last month with degrees in business administration and marketing.
Hello, I'm Amanda Porteous, born and raised in Sonoma County. I recently graduated from the University of San Francisco with a Bachelor's of Business Administration and Marketing, and I'll be spending the remainder of the summer in northern Navarre, Spain, where I'll be partaking in an archaeological dig with Audi 2 Archaeology Field School.
Hey everybody, my name's Jason. I'm locally born in Marin County. I went to Cal Poly for college. Prior to marketing, I did tech for about 6 years. I really like getting into writing about nature, the outdoors, and I've produced a blog. And I also really enjoy baking, skiing, and learning all about local facts in San Francisco.
Hi, I'm Melina Encheta. I was born and raised in East Bay, more specifically Fremont, Newark area. I'm a rising fourth-year marketing major at University of San Francisco, and I enjoy working in different fields of sports, beauty, fashion, and travel.
To give you a brief overview of the business, Kelly Key is a third-generation acupuncturist located in Los Altos that offers top-notch holistic services, including acupuncture, cupping, herbal remedies, fertility assistance, and beauty treatments. Since opening in November of last year, Kelly has grown a loyal client base, but is looking to take on more clients, as well as begin an online store that allows her to sell her herbal remedies.
At the beginning of our externship program, our team was presented with three key projects: social media strategy and content creation, event marketing, and website redesign and copywriting, as well as a stretch project of SMS and email marketing. After completing an audit of the clinic's online presence and social media, we chose to focus on creating a focused brand and messaging strategy before working on the social media strategy and website redesign.
So for our general project plan, the first thing we did was set up meetings to talk with and check in with Tom and Kelly to discuss both their overall goals and their monthly goals. And at these meetings, if we had accomplished a project or a task, we would ask for their approval and feedback to see if they liked it or wanted any revisions. And the second aspect would be our clinic visits, which is when me and the other externs who were located near the clinic would visit together, where Kelly would teach us more about acupuncture and the different herbs in more detail. And we would also film social media content where we would take photos and videos of the clinic itself, or have Kelly use acupuncture on one of us. We would later use these photos and videos to transform into posts, stories, TikToks, or reels. Also, Kelly wanted to start an e-commerce store to sell her herbs, so during my most recent visit, I helped her out with product photography, where she will display these photos on her website. And then here are just a few pictures from our clinic visits, where Kelly was giving us consultations and explaining each herb to us. And then when we had visited one time, Kelly had told us to raise our chi, which we made into a fun hashtag that will be attached to all posts and videos, hashtag raise the chi.
Next, I'm going to be sharing a little bit more in-depth information about what our branding project looked like.
On your screen, you'll be able to see the original homepage of Los Altos Women's Acupuncture Clinic. This was our prominent branding that we started with. There were a few areas of improvement that we identified in our audit of the clinic's online presence. First, we discovered through market research that there's an existing business named Los Altos Acupuncture Center in the same area. Not only do they share the similar name, they also hold an advantage of a shorter name, making it easier for clients to find them when searching online. When searching for Los Altos Women's Acupuncture Clinic, Los Altos Acupuncture Center, came up as a top search option more often than not. Second, there's a watermark on the main brand image used on the website. Kelly and Tom had this beautiful artwork done for them in China, but had been unable to obtain a copy without a watermark. Lastly, there was a lack of consistency across website and social media platforms. To address these concerns, we created a brand kit proposal. This included colors used across our platform and in the hummingbird artwork, as well as an alternate name suggestions. Through several long conversations, we landed on a new logo and a new name for the clinic. We also decided to keep the hummingbird as a prominent part of the brand identity. Through some research, we learned that a hummingbird can signal that challenging times are over and healing can begin, which we thought fit perfectly with our messaging plan around Kelly and her holistic healing methods. To implement these approved brand changes, we created both a primary logo and icon seen to the left with the new name Kelly's Clinic. We then reconfigured the website and social media accounts of the clinic to present a cohesive brand identity and message.
So now moving on to project 2, which is social media and content creation. So the starting metrics for social media is as shown. They started with 6 Instagram followers, 2 Facebook followers, and no additional social media platform that were either made or active. On each account, there were only a few posts that were inconsistent in regards to the time that they were posted. And in addition to both accounts, there was very low engagement that was tracked. For the website, there was low traffic and low page view rate, as well as needing a redesign, which we'll talk more about later. So for their previous social media strategy, they only had 2 platforms with active posts, which were Instagram and Facebook. On both accounts, there were very few posts and no use of stories. Their first post was in November of 2022 when they had just opened, and their most recent post was in last March, with no posts from December to February. So for the new social media strategy, we suggest they continue posting on their existing platforms as well as create a TikTok. For a type of content, we suggest continuing to make educational posts as well as in-clinic photos and to continue making reels and videos. We also suggest more story use, such as incorporating product promotion, polls, and herb of the week. And herb of the week would be a segment where each week we introduce a new herb to explain its benefits as well as promoting it for her new store. And in regards to timeline, we recommend having 2 to 3 in-feed posts or videos per week, and there would be a paid promotion for 1 post each week. And here are just a few examples of content creation. So when we were talking to Kelly, she said that along with running her clinic, she really wanted to teach people about acupuncture and health. So we made a few educational posts on Canva to be posted and teach others on various platforms. And then we also created this reel to give a quick little info about the clinic, which we'll be showing you the first few seconds so you can see what our content is all about. Sorry, I don't think the audio is working, but basically it's just a little info about kind of explaining the clinic and then what Kelly does.
We're going to be jumping into paid ads now. Oh, right there.
Oh, sorry. And then this is our social media calendar. So we use Google Drive for this, and it's very detailed. It displays the photos, the videos that we're going to use, the captions, the sizing. So it's very organized. And then attached to the social media plan, you can click to see the link for it.
All right. So part of part 2 or our project here was on paid advertisement. And by using the Meta Business Suite, we were hoping to optimize our Instagram and Facebook coverage. And in order to do that, we had conversations with Kelly about which people were coming into the clinic, how far of a range we'd want in the Bay Area for prospective people, as well as looking through Facebook to figure out other forms of our target demographics. As you can see here, and based off of what we stated earlier, we were targeting women who were newlyweds, had children, as well as people who really cared about holistic health, yoga, tea, and other sorts of things. And on the right side here, we had several goals, but to sort of summarize those, we were looking to have more traffic on our newly designed website. we're hoping to have people visit our Instagram page with the new content. And also we were hoping to set up messages where people could ask questions if they were curious about consultation. And we boosted 8 posts in total, and a few of them I've listed here. As you can see, some of those goals we stated earlier about website visit and more messages. That was a way we were able to optimize our social pages as well as pool in money to have people interested in some of our content, especially reels and posts about our website. And from November till June, which is the company began in 2022, we were able to grow our followers on Instagram and on Facebook through the paid advertisement as well as our organic marketing. Next slide. And here we really just found a lot of benefits from our paid advertisements. Different unique trends, whether it's Instagram or on Facebook, and some notes to take going forward with ideas we have with the business and their presence using the Facebook Ads Manager.
For our third project, we conducted a website redesign and produced some copy for the website and our social media channels. Kelly was originally using Wix as her website builder, and we noticed that the pages didn't possess any tabs or working buttons that would allow for a seamless user experience. That, coupled with the varying color schemes and watermarked logo, gave us a good place to start for redesigning kellykey.com. Aside from the brand image, we first began redesigning by converting the website from Wix to Shopify. This allows Kelly a space to sell her herbs in the future, as well as potentially establishing a booking system encoded in the website.
And also part of the redesign process, based off of the ability to shop and having a cleaner website, we have elements that better cater to the usability for people visiting the website. And as you can see here, our tabs are listed now, shopping cart and page, which we further built out, and then searching, because we eventually had we have a page on blogs and other content. And with our blogs that are on the website, we're just looking to keep the website present with fresh and new content, which would ultimately improve the SEO by using particular keywords that would target people who are interested in acupuncture and other sorts of wellness practices that Kelly offers. And also, yeah, we're looking to possibly connect with other businesses in the downtown area. Kelly's business is located to a lot of storefronts, and tagging people and reaching out was a way we thought we could further collaborate.
As we wrap up our presentation, we would like to share a few recommendations we have for next steps for Kelly's Clinic. First, we have proposed implementing an online booking system. Calendly can be easily implemented onto the Shopify site and will allow Kelly to have a customer database. This service automatically sends SMS and email reminders to clients, meeting the goal of the stretch project I mentioned earlier. We also would recommend the continuation of educational content through an Herb of the Week series. This would consist of a weekly social post, including the benefits of a selected herb, and a blog post to accompany it. This would assist Kelly in her goal of educating clients about herbs and acupuncture and also improve SEO.
We also suggest utilizing the Shopify storefront as a means to sell Kelly's herbs. The first steps in making this happen would be to finalize the product photography and bio for the storefront.
In terms of further communication with people while they follow our ads and other posts on both Facebook and Instagram, we thought that there would be a great use of automating messages and streamlining the workflow. And that can be done to answer a lot of customer questions and interact with people, possibly detailing services, booking appointments, and other inquiries somebody may have.
The Externship Academy gave us a chance to expand on a variety of skills. We were able to develop our soft skills in areas such as agenda setting, communication, and teamwork, as well as obtaining hard skills in the practice we got from Facebook Ad Manager and website builders such as Shopify and Wix. We plan to implement these skills in our future endeavors as we highlight our next steps.
As far as my next steps, I'm pursuing opportunities in the areas of marketing and events operations, as well as program management down in San Diego. I enjoy working in the fields of education, health, and wellness, and you can find my LinkedIn linked on this presentation on my name.
I'll be pursuing opportunities in marketing coordination and event marketing, and I'm interested in working in the architectural and interior design space. My name is also my LinkedIn link.
And for me, I'm also a social media and content intern with the job forum. So I look to get more exposure in the field by helping them. They're a partner/ally with AMA. So it's very nice to connect with people in both of those organizations. And I'm also looking to get further into content writing and social media, whether it's tourism, outdoors, and nonprofit. And yeah, also linked through my name too.
And for my next steps, I will be continuing to work at Kelly's clinic, just helping out with social media marketing and also helping set up her business. And I am interested in working in areas of social media, marketing, and entrepreneurship. And also linked on my name is also my LinkedIn. And we just want to say thank you everyone for your time. That concludes our presentation. And now we are open to any questions.
Great job, you guys.
Thank you.
I just want to say sorry, everybody. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the current president of the American Marketing Association in San Francisco, and I want to say that I'm very impressed with your presentation and the amount of work and thinking behind it. It's great. It's outstanding. As I was just typing it in the chat. Congratulations to all of you. And Kelly, hopefully you realized not only the amount of work that these externs did for you, but also the value that will bring to your business. And I'm pretty sure you're going to get a lot of new customers.
Thank you. Thank you for both of you. Just make a good job. Yeah. I really like the interns. They're really professional and have a lot of passion on this field. They did really good, and I believe they have good future.
Absolutely. I just have one question for the team. You know, I want to understand, how did you organize? How did you get organized and say, hey, I'm going to work on this. We're going to work all of this. How was the process for you guys to say, okay, you focus on this and then I'll focus on that?
Yeah, so it was, I really enjoyed working with all of these people. I thought we all worked very well together. So kind of the first thing we did is we had our first meeting with Kelly and Tom and kind of got a deeper understanding of what they wanted done. And then we had a meeting separately with all four of us, and we kind of discussed what each of us were interested in. Like Melina's particularly interested in social media marketing, and I'm particularly interested in branding. So that was something when we were fine-tuning what our like three main hit points were going to be. We assigned, I did a lot of the branding work, Melina did a lot of the social media, and Jason and Amanda both worked really hard on the website, and then Jason did all the paid ads for us. And we would meet every week and kind of just touch base and make sure we were all on the same page and see if anyone needed help, but we all worked very well together.
I'll add one thing. It was nice having 3 of our 4 members in the Bay Area, because we visited Kelly, I think 4 times in total. So we were able to get some technical support there, as well as get some photos and content. So when we were hitting deadlines, we just scheduled with Kelly, and it's just like a 45-minute drive.
Thank you again. Outstanding.
Thank you.
I have a question for the group. I agree. You did an outstanding job. Really impressed by your presentation. Can you talk a little bit about any of the challenges you faced while working on this project and how you overcame them?
Sorry, I've been selected as group answerer, so I'll answer this one as well if anyone else wants to add something in at the end. I think our greatest challenge was probably just communicating with our business hosts. We did have like a nice gap in there where they went on a trip to China, which is awesome. But we had a nice gap of about a month where we were kind of on our own. So we were trying to kind of organize ourselves, so when they got back, we could present all the work we'd done during that month to them and get feedback and approval on it. So that was probably the biggest task, was keeping track of that whole month and making sure we had a nice midterm presentation to give to them.
You did a great job with that, I would say. No one could tell.
Thank you.
On the flip side, I wanted to ask, what was everyone's favorite part of the whole project? Like, what was your favorite part to work on? That's a question to all of you too, so
I'll
not
go
you can
first.
answer.
Yeah. I think one of my favorite parts was not only getting to work with my peers, and we all have a very learner mentality, so we're kind of learning things together, and we're all jumping on Zoom and okay, like I YouTubed this and I think we should do this, and kind of figuring it out together, but also getting exposed to not only the operations of a local business, but also industry professionals and seeing like how they work and kind of their advice that we got in the Skills Academy and stuff like that.
For me, I think it was just learning about a particular business I might not have had too much knowledge on. And Kelly did a really great job at introducing us to a lot of different acupuncture facts. She gave us skills and also like treatment too. Like I really liked when you did cupping on my like stomach and legs, like it really helped with muscle recovery. And you always gave us snacks and tea on our way out. So, you know, it wasn't that bad going down to the Silicon Valley.
Yeah, for me, it was also just being able to get that like hands-on experience, like when visiting the clinic, kind of filming everything, putting together everything. It was really nice. And also meeting Kelly. Kelly's the sweetest person ever. She's so nice. So yeah.
I'll echo what Amanda said. I loved working with my peers. And then also I think my favorite part of the project was just kind of understanding business operations and where we could do improvement, and also the branding project really aligned with a lot of the stuff I was doing in my senior capstone. So that was really interesting.
I love that. Awesome. Any other questions from anyone?
Let's give this group a round of applause. Woo! Great job, everyone.
Yay. Next, we have a Ready Dance Center. If the host wants to give us a little bit of information about her dance center and her experience with the program.
Hi, can you guys hear me okay? So I'm just getting over strep throat. Unfortunately, I got sick all last week, so my voice is in and out. Also, my husband was supposed to watch this little puppy for me. He's one of my clients. She had an emergency, so he was supposed to babysit, and he went to go help her. So we have a little guest. So sorry if there's craziness in the background. I'm Christina. I'm one of the owners at RSA Dance Center in Los Altos. We specialize in teaching ballroom dance, partner dancing to adults, which is a little bit more rare. Usually when you get dance studios, you get like tap and jazz to younger folks. We're specifically mostly for adults, and a lot of adult studios, you get kind of drop-in classes. So we're really trying to reach out and teach like a formal program to people. I always joke I want it to be like my college experience, but for adults. And take like the world of dance that I learned in college and give that experience to them. For me, one of the greatest challenges is I'm definitely a creator. I'm definitely not an executor. I don't have any business experience other than my real world, no training formally. I went to boarding school for dance, and then my business partner and I separated, and she was the business person and I just kept paddling. And then about a year later, COVID hit, and then I just swam harder. So we've never really done anything with marketing. So this was a huge opportunity. One of my clients who's actually in our dance program recommended this to me. So that was really cool because I had never heard of it, and he reached out and was like, hey, would you like to try this? And I was like, yeah. So that's how I fell into this. Kelly, it was really cool seeing what they did for your business. It's nice seeing like someone else's perspective and journey on it. So that was really fun. What else? So because I have a ton of ideas and not a lot of know-how, I don't know if I like overwhelmed everybody, but I threw all of my problems at them and said, do something. So I'm not sure if that was frustrating for people or not, but that's kind of what I did. And yeah, it was super fun. It was really nice getting to work with anyone with experience and having them direct me, because usually it's me trying to direct others. So that was a really cool flip flop from my perspective. And yeah.
Awesome. If the team wants to share their screen and kick it off with their presentation.
Okay, so today we will be presenting on Arate Dance Center. So here is a table of contents of what will be presented throughout this presentation. First, we will give an introduction on our team and the business. Then we will go on to talk about the 3 major projects we did: social media strategy, market research, and paid campaign. Lastly, we will talk about what skills we have gained through this experience and what next steps will or can be taken by the business and us. Introduction. Meet our team. I'm Tiffany, and I am from SF and an incoming 4th-year undergrad student majoring in psychology.
I'm Hooner. I'm from Sunnyvale. I graduated in May from San Diego State with a bachelor's in marketing.
I'm Gohar. I just graduated from the University of San Francisco in the Master's of Science of Marketing Intelligence program.
About Arate Dance Center, they are based in Los Altos, California, and was established in 2012. They offer a safe, comfortable, and friendly environment to learn dance for adults striving for excellence. Strong movement skills and creative elements are created and nurtured in every individual in every class, from the ballroom dance to ballet. Individuals of all skills levels are welcomed, from absolute beginners with no experience to professional dancers.
So to start, we created some target personas to help us visualize our audience. First, there's Stress Sandy. She's anywhere from 30 to 45 years old. She works in an engineering job with a high income. She has a type A personality, lives in Los Altos, and is interested in dancing as a hobby. Next, there's Jolly John. He is anywhere from 40 to 50 years old. He is European, affluent, and a parent of teens who is interested in activities with his spouse. He lives in Mountain View, enjoys being active, and is not a competitive person. Last, there's retired Riley. She is from 50 to 65 years old. She's a married, retired empty nester who lives in Los Altos and wants to learn how to dance for fun.
Part 1, social media strategy. So the objectives of this is to audit social media platforms, identify target audience, create content calendar, use Buffer to schedule posts, and analyze the results. Starting metrics. For Instagram, their posts were posted 0 to 6 times per month, and each post got around 8 to 24 likes with 0 comments per post, and 108 to 242 views for video posts. They also had an increase of 14 followers in 59 days, which is about 1 increase every 4.2 days. And for Facebook, their posts were posted 1 to 11 times per month, and each post got around 2 to 56 likes with 0 to 6 comments per post. They also have an increase of 11 followers in 26 days, which is about 1 increase every 2.4 days, and an increase of total 7 likes in 26 days. And our action plan was to post on Facebook and Instagram platforms with the use of Buffer and with the frequency of once a day for 3 weeks. The type of content that we used were images and videos from Arate Dance Center with captions and hashtags, stories with images to promote new posts on Instagram, inspirational quotes from famous dancers, and posts that correlate with blogs published on website.
Here's a snapshot of the content calendars that we created for our Instagram and Facebook posts. They included the date, day, type of posts, thumbnail, caption, and hashtags for each Instagram and Facebook post. We used a variety of posts throughout the week. Here are some examples of the Instagram posts we created. These have Arate Dance Center's color scheme in order to make them more cohesive with each other and with the brand, and they have some graphic elements in the background to add movement. We also created some carousel posts that correlate with blog posts posted on Arate Dancer's website. They give some of the information from the blog and then prompt people to visit the website to see the rest. And then we have some posts that include quotes from famous dancers. And we also posted some videos as reels. And these are screenshots of what the posts look like once they're posted to Instagram. We also use stories to help promote the posts and let people know that there was something new posted. Instagram users don't always see the new posts on their feed, so we wanted to use another way to let them know that there was new content they should look at.
And here are some examples of image and quote posts that were uploaded to Facebook with captions of a brief description of the image, informational caption on a certain dance, or the inspirational quote from the famous dancers. And here are some screenshots of the video posts that were posted. And here are some screenshots on how the Facebook posts of images and quotes look like. After posting for 3 weeks for Facebook, results showed that posts made in late afternoon or evening received 32% higher likes or loves than morning posts, and videos received 53% higher likes or love than non-video posts. For Instagram, results showed that posts with captions that named the students or instructors received 101% higher likes compared to unnamed captions, and stories slightly improved performance of posts with a 5% increase in likes. More results for Facebook, it also showed that posts of performance-related content received 12% higher like rate than casual posts, and for Instagram, posts of performance-related content received 78% higher likes than casual posts. So some other possible social media strategy suggestions that we came up with was to incorporate social media trends like popular music, host a social media contest, and offer incentives like discounts to increase engagement, use artificial intelligence to assist with writing blogs to increase websites' authority on search engines, and write blogs more consistently about like 2 to 4 times per month.
Coming to the market research part of the project. So we really wanted to explore new avenues. So our objective was to target a new audience. Our audience would be high earners, they would be over 30 years old, and they would be based in the San Francisco Bay Area. We could use the rebrand, Let Us Move You, to reach this new audience. Now, coming to how to target this new audience. We would primarily use social media ads to target this audience based on demographics. People aged 30 to 60 typically like to research on products, so that's why we're going to target them using videos and posts which has informational content in it. Our first idea is Let Us Move You by Video Dance Lessons. So we would use this slogan in conjunction with informational video content. We would provide short videos where one of our dance center's instructor demonstrates a dance move. And the slogan also conveys a message that let us teach you how to dance. Keep in mind, this campaign is going to be organic, but can become paid if the campaign is successful. We also came up with another idea, Let Us Move You with Loved Ones. So we would use the slogan in multiple ways. It could also be compared with Let Us Move You with Loved Ones. Let us move you towards self-expression with confidence. So we would emphasize non-competitive and a casual dancing environment. We would share pictures and videos of people dancing with their loved ones, showing that dance is a way to connect with others. And we would also ask clients to share the testimonials and to share clips of them dancing with the hashtag Let Us Move You on social media. We would also target increasing the digital presence of RH Dance Center on the internet. We would ask our clients to review the Dance Center on Yelp, post more frequently on YouTube, including their performances and practices, so people can just go on the internet and make a quick search. We would also start an email campaign which would highlight Let Us Move You campaign's core messages. We really want to target our target audience from every way possible. Another way is to publish blog articles on the website to provide valuable information and tips related to dance. We really want to provide value to our target audience.
Next, we're going over part 3 of our project, which is planning a paid campaign. Our objectives are to increase the quantity of private lessons with clients, focusing on clients that are interested in social dance, not competitive dance, and using a budget of $500. We thought Facebook ads would be the best way to use our budget. In these ads, we want to include information about private lessons and use image and video ads. Facebook Ad Manager allows us to be very specific about who we are targeting and what our objectives are. So our goals are to reach as many people as possible and get them to visit Arete Dance Center's website. We also want to set the campaign to run from 3 to 6 months, and in that time, Facebook will spend the $500 however they think is best. So some days or weeks might run ads more often than others. And we're going to narrow down our audience based on demographics and psychographics. This would include location, which is the Bay Area, age, which is people 30 or older, people who have a high income, interests like dance and physical activities and behaviors, like being physically active and non-competitive. $500 should get us approximately 44,000 to 70,000 impressions, 550 clicks, a little over 6,000 engagements, 51 leads, and 467 likes. And here are a couple examples of what the Facebook ads would look like.
So there's another idea of a campaign called Choose How You Want to Move. Let's take a deep dive into this campaign. So the goal of this campaign is to encourage engagement. We really want to showcase the different type of dances Arete Dance Center offers, and we're going to make the people involved in the different type of dances, show them whatever resonates with them. To achieve this goal, we can create a personality quiz on the website so people can go and find their ideal dance styles, and whatever dance style is recommended, we could offer them a discount. Moving on, we would make different social media posts about different types of dance styles. We would provide informative content highlighting dance history and unique features just to get people more engaged. We would also include captions with information about their favorite dances and exploring different dance styles in blog articles. So we would cover the social media aspect also and the digital aspect, which is going to be on the website. Another idea which we really found interested is to create a collaborative Spotify playlist for each dance style where interested users could come in, explore, and add the type of songs that they would like to listen while dancing. Coming to what we gained from this project. So in the past 4 months, we gained some hard skills and soft skills. They were really interrelated, basically. So for starters, we had to use a design software called Canva. We use it to create social media posts, and through that platform, we had to be really communicative, we had to be really creative, and we also had to adapt the various changes in the social media space as they come by, since we all know social media is really dynamic in this age. We also learned how to use a content scheduling software called Buffer. We had to be really consistent with our social media postings, and we also created a content calendar. That's why. We also learned how to analyze social media analytics and come up with a strategy which best address the situation. So coming to the next step of the project. For Arete Dance Center, they are recommended to continue posting on social media, including Facebook and Instagram, and implement our suggestions, implement Let Us Move You slogan campaign, and also implement the paint campaign on Facebook. For us, we would all like to stay involved with the American Marketing Association San Francisco chapter. For me personally, since I graduated, I'm going to go ahead and look for roles related to marketing and consultancy.
And I will be starting my master's at USC this fall.
And I'll just focus on school.
You could all connect us on LinkedIn. There's Honar's, Tiffany's, and mine's LinkedIn. It's going to be attached in our presentation. Thank you so much. We're open to questions.
Thank you. Amazing job. I'm sure it was so fun to have marketing ideas for a dance center.
Well done. Very professional.
Yeah.
Eric Widener, president-elect. I don't normally dress like this, so don't be intimidated, please. Did you consider LinkedIn for social media? I mean, they have a pretty high net worth audience. Like idiots like me are there all the time. And I'm probably a pretty good market for you. I mean, I've actually been considering doing this with my wife. And so I just wanted to see if you looked at LinkedIn at all. And if you did, why not? Or did it just not come up?
Great. I think that's a fantastic idea because what I kept running up against is I find a lot of the suggestions to be more like a youthful target. And I actually needed something to be a little bit more targeted to the demographic that I am catering to, which is an older person who has a little bit more free time, a little bit more disposable income. So that's actually a fantastic idea. And I do have a LinkedIn, but I've never built it out. So I think that's probably a really great
Yeah.
thing.
And you'd have to do it right, because it is sort of businessy oriented. So, but
Yeah.
anyhow, cool.
Most of my
I'd like-
clients are like own their businesses, CEOs, CFOs. They come, early in the morning or super late at night because that's when they're done with their day. So I think that's
Yep.
fantastic.
I'd like to answer this question. That's a great question, Eric. So typically LinkedIn, people tend to go to LinkedIn when they want something out of LinkedIn, usually jobs or some prospects related to professional work. They are typically not gonna scroll LinkedIn as they scroll on Facebook or Instagram. That's why we believe that targeting and having a campaign run on social media would be better. And seeing that we only had a budget of $500, we really wanted to make sure it went to the right way, where there are numbers, where there are impressions, and which could lead us for conversions.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see. I don't want to, get into it too much, but I think it might be worth a shot because people really do. I mean, there are a lot of people my age and sort of in career, we don't do social media at all anymore. And we've given up on it. I left Facebook 2 years ago and won't go back. So anyhow, it's worth a test run, I would say.
That's a great suggestion. Hunar, would you want to add something to it?
Yeah, I think it's a good suggestion. We just didn't think of it. Mostly we chose to focus on the social media platforms they were already using, but I do think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I think organically that could have been a good addition too. I know like on the paid side, LinkedIn is very expensive. So given the smaller budgets, it would have been ideal. But on the organic side, I think just building a presence on LinkedIn would be helpful.
Yeah, and one kind of comment too, just from someone who does a lot of paid media advertising in this exact field, everything's worth testing, right? But if it's one thing to think about is, do some organic, see if you see any kind of traction there. If you don't, then don't keep doing it, right? If you do, then it's worth looking at. But you also don't want to spread yourself too thin where you try to do everything and then you're not able to kind of keep up on everything. So let's also help, and then there's also the content around where you're at. It is very businessy, so it'd have to be done in a very unique way for LinkedIn. My other comment too is that something you can also do for free if you haven't already done is things like just claim your business on places like Yelp and Nextdoor if you haven't done that already, because it's free. It takes 2 seconds to do and helps with SEO, that kind of stuff as well. So those are the Yelp suggestions is definitely a great recommendation too.
Thank you for your suggestion, Thomas.
Team, you did an excellent job. Thank you so much for your presentation. My question for you is for the 2 paid campaign ideas that you had created, which one was your favorite and which one do you think should be implemented first?
Hunar, take it away.
I like the second idea, like the one where it's more like connect with your loved ones. Because I think creating more of a community around the brand is a good idea, like making it like a family and letting people share their own experiences.
Yeah, I feel the same. We really want to connect with the people, the target audience, and the best way to get them interact with you is to have a slogan which really resonates with them, make them feel human, not like businessy.
I want to add, I'm a creative director for pretty much all my life. And I have to say that I was pretty impressed with the ideas. I think they were spot on. And I'm pretty sure that, consistency is one of the things that is going to take the business where it needs to go. And I think what you guys did was also outstanding, the great presentation. And I'm going to ask you again, how how did you got together? How did you manage to work on different things? Did everyone help on all the topics, or you chose to go another path?
Everyone helped a little bit everywhere. We had weekly meetings where we would just set a new goal for every week, and that helped us stay on track and get everything done.
Well, amazing work, and of course, we would love to have you as part of the the volunteer team on the AMA-SF. We need talented people like you guys. So, and this is an open invitation not only for you, but everybody here that would like to, increase their experience in the field. So, thank you to all of you.
Thank you, Gerardo.
Any final comments or questions?
Just want to say that unfortunately it's too far for me to go, but I really wanted to take classes with you guys. When you open an office here in the East Bay.
I have a great coach there. But yeah, I was really inspired working with you guys, and you actually helped me a lot understand that in a way I can take some of this and own it and work with it much more than I had been doing. And that was really empowering. So thank you guys for that. I might cry. I'm a crier. And yeah, it's just really nice to see that there's so much with marketing and social media, and even I generated more ideas just working with you guys in terms of like my own flyering and reaching out to the demographic in different ways. Like it really helped me to have people to back and forth with. So I really appreciated that. And you taught me about reels and carousel thingies and stories, which I knew nothing about. I'm older. I'm like in my mid 40s. So I still look young, but I'm getting up there, and I have never been exposed to social media in that capacity. So that was a huge learning experience for me. I never used Buffer, any of that. So that was really fun.
Thanks, Christina.
Well, great work, team. Another round of applause for you. And we're going to now kick off with our final presentation for the evening. We're going to introduce Ren from Juma.
Hi, so just my name and a little bit about Juma and the project. Okay, perfect. I'm Ren, and I am the Associate Director of Marketing and Communications for Juma Ventures. We are a social enterprise nonprofit. Our home office is in the Bay Area, although I'm based out of Seattle. And we task the externs with what I would call marketing on hard mode. What's really different about Juma that I think is extra challenging even for me as like a marketing professional is that our product is not a physical product. It's actually a feeling. We want people to feel like they've done something good for the world. And it's not even one of the causes that's easy to, as if any cause is easy, but one of the causes that's more obvious, like the environment, or something like in Washington, especially like keeping our trails beautiful is a big one. But we are marketing, helping teenagers get into jobs, teenagers from low-income communities. And it's not super intuitive how that's super important. So it's a very complex marketing strategy. And on top of that, we have a very intense, very focused guideline for how we market. We are very well established in that way and have very strict guidelines. So it makes creativity extra challenging. And what I loved about working with our externs was they looked at it from a completely different lens than I have ever looked at our social media before. We asked them to take a look through our social media, maybe hit on some things that we hadn't seen before, ways that we could take our very limited time and very limited budget for social media and make the most of it. And from them, I learned all kinds of creative strategies. We've already implemented new hashtag strategies because of them. So it was a real pleasure working with them.
Thank you so much, Ren. And we're going to go ahead and introduce the extern group to present.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Thanks, Ren. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Oops. Okay. So good evening, everyone. We are the Juma team, and we are really excited to share our project about what we did with Juma Ventures with you all, and we got to support a very, very noble cause through this journey. So we'll be going over our introductions. Sorry, give me 1 second. We'll be going over our introductions, the projects that we worked on, a little bit about the hard skills and soft skills we imbibed through this process, and the next steps that we plan to do. So as I said, we're the Juma team. We are a team of 3, and we got the opportunity to work with Ren and Lucia from Juma. My name is Arjoita. I'm a software professional with an undergrad in engineering and an almost MBA in marketing. And I'm looking to create a career for myself in product marketing. With that said, I'll let my teammate Karina to go ahead and introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Karina. I recently graduated from the University of San Francisco with a major in entrepreneurship and innovation, and I'm really, really passionate about marketing, and so I'm looking for a career in marketing.
Thanks, Karina. So our LinkedIn profiles are already provided in the slide deck. We look forward to connecting with everybody here. Okay, so without further ado, let me go over to the next slide. So a little bit about Juma. Juma is a nonprofit social enterprise that operates businesses with the purpose of employing young people. Juma ensures that they earn a paycheck, learn to manage their money, and also gain essential skills to ultimately connect them to their next job or educational opportunity. Okay. So as part of our project, so let me dive into our project. So we basically split our project into 2. The first one was the organic social media strategy and content creation. Our main goal was to increase brand awareness, social media following, and engagement for Juma, with our secondary goal being able to raise new donation avenues for Juma. We did a lot of analysis into the social media metrics that Juma had before we took over. And as part of our social media audit, we found certain problems with Juma's content, being that it was not able to connect with their audience. As Ren suggested, Juma operates within a very limited creative boundary. They had low levels of engagement and also a decline in follower growth rate across all platforms. This could be partly due to the inconsistency in the posting schedule that we found, and also very limited content variety. So in order to change the target, in order to drive donations and follower growth rate, we devised a new set of target personas. Because our secondary goal was to raise donations, we wanted to focus on target personas that are super engaged with social media and also have the disposable income to provide to Juma, and are also aware of the implications that their donations would bring to the world. So we decided to focus on the millennial persona, Lisa, 30, young professional volunteer who has certain disposable income to donate to organizations like Juma and wants to work on youth enablement. The empty nester Eddie, who wants to contribute to a cause with human results, but at the same time has concerns and reservations over his donations not going to legitimate NGOs. And the third target persona that we targeted was Margaret. She's the major donor. She wants to volunteer, but she opts for monetary donations due to lack of time. As part of our research, we found that the platforms that were working the best for Juma was Facebook and Instagram, followed by LinkedIn and Twitter. We came up with a posting calendar where we wanted to post 3 times a week on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, and 2 times a week on LinkedIn. And we found that these times and days were able to capture the most engagement rate, follower rate on these social media platforms for Juma. As part of our post content strategy, we decided to create 4 categories. the pillars that we created were to inspire, educate, entertain, and promote. One of our goals was to promote Juma's 30-year anniversary, and that provided us with an extra initiative, extra content for promoting their initiatives. We wanted to make the storytelling very impactful, give behind-the-scene access to our volunteer personas, and also create educational content. We wanted to create more creative content in terms of carousel posts, candid posts, stories, infographics, and videos. We also wanted to involve business partners like Steep, which we did for Juma on multiple social media platforms, PR posts, acknowledge their milestones like the 30 years Juma anniversary and UGC campaigns. This is some of the changes in the metrics that we observed over the time that we started posting for Juma. So this is the total number of posts pre us getting involved with posting for Juma and post us getting involved. So as you can see, we were able to achieve a consistent posting schedule and increase the number of posts across all the platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Total engagement also saw a considerable increase, especially on Instagram and Facebook. We were able to garner a lot of support. The total number of followers, we were also able to achieve total number of followers and an increase in total number of followers between our periods of March 18th to April 16th, which is pre us working with Juma, and May 1st to May 28th, post us working with Juma. So as I already covered, these are some of our closing metrics. So we focused on Facebook, Instagram, which are Juma's primary social media platforms, followed by LinkedIn and Twitter. And we were able to see a substantial increase as we implemented new hashtag strategies and overall a different variety of content targeted to specific personas. This is a snippet of our content calendar. We basically split our content into different pillars, being inspiration, promotion, education, and entertainment across all our social media platforms. We experimented with animated posts, carousels, videos, and ads. So this basically gives you a snippet of our content calendar. This is a snippet of our Instagram content calendar, and here's a snippet of our Facebook content calendar. Sorry, it's not loading, but this is a snippet of our Instagram content calendar. Some of the examples of our social media posts: on the left, we have a post that performed really well on Juma's Facebook, and on the right, we have one that performed really, really well on Juma's Instagram. Okay, with that said, I'm going to give it over to my teammate, Karina.
So here I'm going to address some of the questions that Juma had for us. The first one was about the strategic use of hashtags and whether it could increase the viewership of their content. And we found that through our social media audit, hashtags can actually make a social media post perform better or worse. And so having a clear hashtag strategy, even though it can increase the reach and visibility of content, it's not enough to just add hashtags to a post. And we also learned this through trial and error. And we experimented with hashtags, and we were unsuccessful, but we're also successful. So it takes understanding which ones can actually reach the right audience and then create engagement. Moving on to the next question, we were able to increase, we were able to increase Juma's social media following through active engagement with their audience, consistent posting, and strategic hashtag use. And so we recommend that if Juma wants to increase social media following, that this is the strategy that they implement in their future efforts. And finally, our recommendation for increasing brand awareness and donations, it involves investing in emotional storytelling content, sharing success stories, behind the scenes content, and then consistently communicating the impact of donations so that we can stay transparent with potential donors. We were able to also increase profile views and reach of Juma's social media content by prioritizing these types of content in our content plan. We further recommend that Juma take advantage of platform features like Facebook's donate button or Instagram's donation stickers to really maximize driving donations. Next slide. So our second project is the proposed paid media campaign plan for Juma's 30th anniversary gala event. Next slide. So here we have an overview of our proposed campaign. The main objective here is to raise awareness of Juma's impact and mission, promote the event, and then garner support from individual donors. We recommended an early July campaign launch, and this gives Juma enough time to nurture relationships with their audience and build momentum leading up to the event. And they also have the opportunity to adjust and evolve their campaign based on audience engagement and feedback. This campaign will also focus on targeting millennials and Gen X individual donors specifically that are interested in youth empowerment and development. And this campaign will also have a lifetime budget of $5,000. We chose to target individual donors because from our conversations with Ren, we learned that Juma is looking to move into individual donor spaces because unlike major donors, individual donors are more likely to be recurring loyal donors. Next slide. So the campaign structure that we propose is divided into 3 phases: the awareness phase, engagement phase, and conversion phase. And we did it this way because we wanted to make it easier for Juma to gradually build a relationship with their audience, as we know that they have limited resources. And then this structure also essentially guides their audience through the marketing funnel by first introducing them to the brand, and then engaging them with the content and stories before finally encouraging them to convert through event attendance or donations. The awareness phase will focus on introducing Juma and their mission, and then we will also recommend using video ads and image ads here. The content will focus on engaging short videos and imagery that tells stories of individuals that were impacted by Juma's work over the past 30 years. And we also recommend using hashtags like 30 years of Juma, Juma youth, so branded hashtags, so that Juma can build a community and also make it easier for individuals to actually find them. The next goal is to start a conversation. Basically, the engagement phase shifts the focus to deepening the connection with Juma's audience and generating excitement for the event. Here, we recommend using carousel ads because they're interactive and they can also showcase different aspects of Juma's work. And we also recommend using event response ads specifically to promote the upcoming gala. The audience that we're targeting here will be a custom mix of individuals that we interacted with in the awareness phase and lookalike audiences who have similar interests and behaviors to our engaged users. And then the last phase is the conversion phase. And here we basically want to encourage Juma's audience to take action. Since we've already established trust in the engagement phase, now the next step is to gently nudge for action. And we'll use conversion ads because they're more direct with strong calls to action, and then use them to target a custom audience of people who showed interest but haven't really made any, didn't buy a ticket or donations or made an action yet. Next slide. So for our audience ad targeting strategy, we decided to, we recommend starting broad and then getting more specific as the campaign progresses. And this is because it'll allow Juma to collect data about who is responding best to the ads. And then as the campaign kind of progresses, they can continuously analyze data and then refine their target audience for higher engagement and conversion. We also identified key segments who are most likely to be receptive to Juma's message, and they are represented by these personas: socially conscious millennial, passionate philanthropist, and the empathetic educator. And we recommend creating multiple ad sets for different audience segments so that Juma can tailor the messaging and creative elements for each segment specifically. This will increase the relevancy of the ads and then also help Juma get higher engagement rates. The next step after that will be to enhance reach with ad targeting options. And in this case, we recommended custom audiences and lookalike audiences. And this is because custom audiences lets you re-engage people that have already built some relationship with Juma, and then lookalike audiences finds new people similar to Juma's existing audience. So in that sense, we recommend implementing a retargeting strategy because it is important to re-engage individuals who have shown interest but have not yet converted. And then through custom audiences, Juma can directly address individuals who have previously engaged with them. Moving on to our ad creative strategy. Next slide. So we recommend using a variety of ad placements to increase the chances of the audience seeing and engaging with the ads. It'll also help Juma understand which placements are most effective. So again, trial and error. In terms of the ad types, we specifically chose video and image ads because they are effective at capturing attention and generating initial interest. And the content showcases the values and impacts of Juma. And we also chose carousel ads because it provides an opportunity to display multiple pieces of content, and that will deepen the connection. And then event response ads can specifically target those interested in attending the event. And then we have conversion ads as well, and they're aimed at converting the interest generated in earlier phases into concrete actions. And so it focuses on creating a sense of urgency. In terms of budgeting, we chose a lifetime budget with an advantage campaign budget strategy because it optimizes spending across ad sets to maximize results without exceeding the budget. So basically, this strategy can ensure the most results at the lowest cost by optimizing the budget in real time. We thought that it would be very important that we don't exceed the $5,000 budget. And so this strategy will help Juma spend efficiently. For our campaign bid strategy, we chose the highest volume bid strategy because it ensures that we get the most results possible with Juma's budget. Next slide. And so our budget allocation is isolated for the success of this Facebook ad strategy. And we basically recommend allocating 12% of the budget to create Facebook optimized content because visual content is crucial for engagement. And given that Juma's main product or service it's not tangible, this is a good way to kind of increase brand awareness for them. We also allocated a huge portion of the budget, around 74%, to the actual ad spend on Facebook so that Juma can maximize reach and engagement of their ads. And then 10% of the budget we allocated for retargeting ads on Facebook, focusing on those users that have engaged with the content but not yet converted. And then finally, 4% of the budget is for social media analytics tools, management tools, so that Juma can monitor performance consistently and then make data-driven adjustments. And so by dedicating the majority of the budget to Facebook ad spend, we can ensure that Juma's content reaches a broad audience. Next slide. These are just some of the content mockups. We just wanted to show what the ad placement would actually look like. Next slide. And so the skills that we gained from this Externship Academy program, we gained a lot of hard skills. We were tasked with multiple different types of marketing, campaign management, strategy, content creation, and we also had to learn how to use digital tools like Buffer and then also analytics tools. And we learned how to kind of go to the platforms like Facebook or Twitter and read data from the insights and then translate that data into a strategy. But the soft skills that we learned was remote collaborative teamwork because we're in a remote environment, communication, leadership, adaptability, and pivoting because we did experience a lot of roadblocks, but we were able to pivot and get to today. Next slide. And so the next steps we have recommended for Juma is to launch the paid media campaign plan and also consider investing in social media management tools because it'll really help them in terms of minimizing the amount of people or resources they have to focus on certain strategies and stuff like that. And then continue posting regularly and consistently and respond and interact with social media audience. For us, the next steps for me personally is I want to get involved with AMA SF. I want to get involved with the volunteer opportunities, and I also plan to stay connected with AMA SF and Juma Ventures. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Amazing job, team. I think everyone in the comments is saying how detailed and data-driven everything was, and it was an awesome presentation. Does anyone have any questions before we wrap up?
I wanted to say also that this was outstanding. I mean, I thought at the beginning, it's like, oh my God. I mean, compared to last year's, I think you guys raised the bar a lot. Speaking specifically on this project, and I don't know if we still need to share the screen. Maybe we can just stop sharing so we can see each other. Thank you very much. So in this case, the analytics of it, I was very impressed on how deep you went into finding the right audience, into taking them very consciously through the funnel. So congrats on that. That was very impressive. I wish I could have seen a little more of the creative that you guys are suggesting, but from the analytics perspective, from the data, from the strategy, the ad strategy, I think it was amazing, and I hope that this is going to help Juma a lot, because it's an organization that I believe has an amazing mission, and we all should be supporting this kind of projects. But overall, amazing presentation, outstanding, as I mentioned. So congrats, and thank you for your thoroughness.
Thank you.
Yeah, very, very professional. And I mean, everybody here, I mean, if I could hire all of you, I would. What a bunch of overachievers. Everybody who says this younger generation isn't doing anything, they should have been here. You guys are absolutely kicking ass. Just great work, everybody. Ren, I hope this was useful for you, and I'd love to see how it all turns out in October and you start bringing in the dough.
Absolutely. I'm really looking forward to implementing some of the strategies they've suggested.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone. Is that it in terms of questions or comments?
I want to ask the same questions. I am even more impressed now because this team was the smallest team. It's only 3 of you. Unfortunately, it seems that we were not able to have the third teammate here, but I would like to understand what was the dynamic like? How did you decide who was going to work on what?
AR, do you want to take this?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of difficult in the beginning because both of us are based out of the South Bay, but our third teammate, Karime, she's based out of San Diego. And yeah, so it was kind of difficult because I work full time, and it was very difficult to coordinate over the evenings, especially with Juma being such a sensitive I shouldn't say company and organization, because there are very hard limits that we cannot surpass. And we got to understand that slowly as we kept on working with Ren, and she's a one-man army, so she doesn't have a lot of time on her hands to spend with us. So we kind of took decisions sometimes on our own, and then by the time we ran it by her, it was not approved. So we again fell down and got back up. But overall, it was a good journey. I got to learn a lot from my teammates here, especially Karina. I had no idea about social media metrics and measurement. So yeah, that was really, really eye-opening. So to answer your question, it was hard, but it was an enjoyable experience. I'm going to miss Joanna.
We also had weekly meetings, and we tried to force ourselves to make the weekly meetings all the time because, like AR said, she had a full-time job and Karime was going to school, and I also had a full-time job. But I think commitment and initiative is what got us through it. So
thank you very much.
Thank you so much, everybody. I want to take a moment, if you can unmute, and just give a warm round of applause to everyone for all of their amazing work that they've done. Great job, everybody. You externs are the reason why we volunteer and make this program. Seeing the work that you've done and the accomplishments that you've created over the last 4 months is the reason we do what we do. And we are so impressed. We are so proud, and just truly hope that you enjoyed this experience because you have showcased some outstanding, really professional work that, hopefully will take you to the next step of your career, and you will now have an amazing network of externs as well as the AMA community that will be there to support you through your journey and your career. So please stay involved with us. Please keep in touch with Kushi and I. We're happy to help you, happy to support you in any way. Maybe one day when you start your own business, you can come back and be an extern host and help us out with the program. But we're really, really proud of you. So thank you all for all of your effort and hard work.
Echoing all of that, please stay connected with us, most importantly, and with each other, because you guys were amazing. Good job, everyone.
I also want to add, not only you, I think all of you have some great pieces for your portfolio. Take advantage of that. If you need any help putting together a portfolio, we are here to support you. Don't be shy and connect with us. And on the other side, I just want to say what an amazing job Kushi and Elizabeth put together for the second year in a row. Both of you are amazing, and you just keep making it better and better. Yeah, for everybody else, let me tell you that I was closely looking at what they were doing and how they were, if they needed me or anyone else during the journey, and they took it on themselves. They put it together. They had, weekly office hours. They created this series of workshops with great professionals, all by themselves. It was a lot of work, and they also have their full-time jobs. So I cannot be more proud of not only the project, but the way you handled everything. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you. We couldn't have done it without the AMA team. So thank you for your kind words.
Gerardo, you've been there from the start with helping us launch the program. So thank you.
Awesome. I know we're up on time, so if you need to hop off, feel free. But if you have any questions or anything, we're happy to answer.
And most importantly, congratulations. You did it.
Yes, congrats.
Everyone
to
go
all
do
of
something
you.
fun.
Maybe we can, for those of you who are in the Bay Area, we should get together and celebrate this. And if you are from San Diego, Kushi, stop by, let us know if you are in town, and we need to celebrate because again, the work that you guys put together was outstanding and it needs to be celebrated.
Also, next month, if you are in the San Francisco area or want to fly out to the San Francisco area, we're going to have an exciting summer social event take place in San Francisco at Spark Social. So you're more than welcome to come. I believe we have the date already secured for mid-July. So you can sign up for it as an AMA member. I'll be there, and the rest of the AMA board will be there, so we can take a cheers together and celebrate. So we hope to see you there next month.
Oh, and please keep us in the loop on emails about volunteer opportunities or posting on LinkedIn, as you listed in that in our PowerPoint the other week. All the opportunities.
Oh, don't worry. We're going to be calling you up and pulling you in. Don't worry about that. And
Your
once you get
number.
in, you can never get out. So we're pulling
Don't
you
scare
in.
them, Eric. Don't scare them.
Sorry.
He's already starting.
A little Godfather work there, No, we'll have a lot of fun. We're going to do some very cool stuff.
Excellent. We'll have the webpage built shortly. So all of these presentations were recorded. We'll upload them to YouTube and share it with you shortly. So please add them to your LinkedIn, add to your resume, post about this experience, tag us, get it out.
Share it. Let people
We're here to help
know.
you too.
Let people
plug.
see. I mean, ask for your clients if you can share this amazing work. But if you can, share it. Everybody should see it. Everybody should be proud of everything that you put together.
Yep. Yep.
Well, thanks everyone. Take care. Enjoy your evening, and we hope to see you soon.
Yes.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. Gucci, and I'm
Congratulations.
proud of it again.
Bye.
Bye.